love since that I love the way you adore me. I put up on my head that you love me too. I love me, you love me too. And as you drink in my
Hey, welcome back to the second part of the show. And if you hear my voice, you know your guys hearing the beat there, and then you hear right here on Mart Radio. My name is Chichat Widomi, and you know how we do it? It's Chichat Show. And then we're talking, this is presented by Nigel Radio, and we are right here at Mart Radio. So if you're watching us, you want to see us live also in Mart Radio, you can Google it. We are on Google, you can find us, the radio station is called Mart Radio. And Chichat Widomi is the space where we spotlight voices, challenges, inspire and build. I'm your host Chichat Widomi, and today's conversation deep dive into purpose of driven leader, justice and fight against oppression. Fight against oppression. That's why we are here today. We're talking about fighting about oppression. So join us today to welcome the powerful and the prophetic vote behind Elect. Elect is a new political party right here in the Netherlands. If you're just joining, we're speaking right away in Amsterdam. We're speaking right here from the Netherlands, and we're talking about a new political party that is born by women, supported by women, and is going strong, including everybody. So it's an inclusive party. It's just born by women, super women. And behind this amazing movement is Johan, Apostle Johan Amo. Johan, welcome.
Thank you so much.
And also, Apostle Johan is an apostle, is an advocate, is a visionary founder of this movement that says no to abuse of power, injustice, exploitation, a bold yes. I have to say a bold yes to dignity, justice, leadership and integrity. Also with us today we have we have a passionate Esther Morrison, a dedicated force within the Elect movement, and is committed to seeing voices and voices that are usually silent and being heard. Welcome, Esther.
Thank you so much.
And so today, if you missed the first part of the show, this is a continuation. You didn't miss much. You can still catch up because there's more to come from where it goes. And before we go, we were talking about before we went away. We were talking. We stopped with Esther. We were talking about. What are the less visible or the silent form of injustice that people overlooked? So please, if you can go on from there, if you can move on from take it from there, please.
Yes, thank you so much. It was like we were talking about economic poverty, the increase of prices.
Yeah.
In like grocery shopping, in like housing, in like mental healthcare.
Yeah.
The prices are just increasing, and people are really very hard. And they end up really with nothing, nothing to show for. So these are, and it leads to poverty, it leads to mental health, and these are the less visible things that we see in the society now.
Okay, thank you so much. Apostle, maybe you want to help, because for the people just joining us, that might have missed the start, then please can you pick it up from there?
Yes, you see, most people are depressed and sick, and it has to do with the invisible injustice. Because they are tired of struggling, and every time they try to stand up, they get hit again. And you see, most people will not see that part because it's something more personal, but at the end of it all, it's not personal. It's something that happens to everybody in that society, and what is going on at this moment. Actually, the things are so expensive. Everything is so expensive, and it's getting
unbearable. It's the jungle of the justice. We're getting to a situation where it's the jungle of the justice, where the life we live in now.
This poverty comes because of injustice, abuse of power. The rich are getting richer, while the poor
are getting poorer. The gap between the working class and I think in the Netherlands, I keep saying it before, in the Netherlands we have like the thing is like the working class, you have the poor, there's the middle. You know, there's most people are in the middle, but that gap, like for example, I was looking of recent, if you want to rent a house in Amsterdam, you see people in their 30s that normally should be living alone. They can't afford it. More and more grown-up people is turning to like Italy. I mean, like I'm not using it like a bad example. People can't afford to leave their parent house till age. People need to be in a relationship. Like now we are seeing people are being forced to live together just to be able to afford a life. Just you have to be
you have to work, do what you got to do. Work heavy jobs. People are able to 3 jobs, 4 jobs, but still they can't pay their bills. And things are just getting more expensive and getting more and more. And there has to be a change.
A change has to come. I think that we are in this political a change has to come.
Yes.
And so I'm going to relate it to this because when you say justice, you're saying justice for all. Like we are going through like a big crisis now in the Netherlands, now in the world where there's war going, and the people in politics are looking away. How would you, like, with all these injustices, and even because you represent it here, but your voice matters a lot, and we need people that not only stand for justice for the people here, but being in that parliament where you can make a change of how the fate. Because in the Netherlands, whatever we do affect other countries. How would you tackle it when we go? I see that now, like there's more and more erosion of international law. People start to forget about there's rules how we survive in this world, but now everybody's attacking, everybody's looking. How would you contribute to the way to this? How what we do here can impact positively on others?
Yes, when there is a change here, when they start taking the poor people more seriously instead of just feeding them and giving them
like a present. We feed them and then shut them up.
If they start creating real jobs, not just building houses and building roads. The houses you are building for who's going to pay for it? There's so much poverty.
Empowering the people.
If we empower the people, see people more than power, take people serious. And like I think the people that are very wealthy does not understand what the poor people
the struggle of the poor, the poor people.
As a country, as Netherlands, on helping the poor, not just feeding them, bringing them food, actually will help in pulling them out of that poverty, that community, giving them a job, making their house affordable, helping them, increasing the salaries, helping them, letting them understand that they are also human
and they have the power. And they have power. You're giving them the power. Like I think like they've forgotten power that they don't even, most people don't even know they have a power.
They don't have any integrity, not to talk of even know, they don't know their worth anymore. They feel like they don't have integrity because it is taken from them. Poverty, as you always have to pay poverty. He dehumanized people. Of mental problem because they are emotionally and let me say mentally drained. And for us to go further, that means we have to be a country that help the poor to stand, to bring them back, bring them back. Let them see themselves, the value in themselves, the value. And we can be able to stand on it. Other countries will also emulate, and apply such, and it works. Then we apply the same thing to different countries around us.
And what about you? How would you? What would you like to say to this, Esther? Please.
Yes, it starts from the home. I mean, we are here in the Netherlands. That's why we are beginning from the source,
from grassroots.
Yes, and when they see when the countries around us, when the world sees the positive change that comes from bringing human dignity back, bringing human value back, building people up, that they will see the positive change and they will also apply it into their own systems, regulations, and policies.
Thank you so much. And so moving on, how do you define exploitation? I think we've touched some part of it. But now we're focusing more in the Western society. So in the Western, how do you see exploitation in the Western society, which is often behind the system of the legal and the old structure, like the system. Let's say the system. I don't even know if you say the old structure.
Exactly. So it's exploitation is working many jobs with less income. Policy that only makes people work and pay bills until they are 67. Policy that makes people work and pay bills. And that's it. They keep on paying the machine. Feeding the machine. It's terrible because people are more than just working, but now we just have to keep on working. Everybody focus on working. What about passion? What about other things that you can do as a human being instead of just working? So that's what we see, and that's why we are wanting for people to help us, push us to the top, because it's actually the people that makes the change, their destiny. Exactly. The people can change their destiny. Exactly. So so that there will be a change. So that we can now, instead of going out working, that is all about money and power, it will be more about people. And you see, when people come together like this and fight against this injustice, and we refuse to be 60, 67 before we can rest, it's a long time. That's human. That's how we change this. And they continue to change it if nothing is done. People continue to accept it. Only good. 87, 80, we still accept 67.
It's sad to see though. It's really sad. It's like when do you have a break? And then you work and then you die. It's like you work and die. You work and die. And please, what would you have to Sophie? What would be your first? What would you like to add to this?
Yes, it's like I said, they see people as working machines, and when they have used up really, actually, then they can go and rest. But how long can you rest? What is the rest? So you have all deficiency with your body and everything. I am 67, come on, and they keep on increasing it. I don't know how they want to destroy a human being. Yes, so how
it's really exploitation. It's drain the life out of somebody and
laughing is sad. It's the life of sadness. For those of you seeing the life, it's a life of sadness, like how deteriorate our society have become. It's sad. It's really sad. I always say, like, for example, if you're working, you manage to pay. I can't imagine for those people that doesn't have like, it's not most people even nowadays we're going to in the crisis, but there's no even job, like you said. Jobs are getting, people are getting fired and fired. This is we live in anxiety. This is the anxiety society. Everybody's like, everybody's tiptoeing. Everybody's tiptoeing. This is like,
because after, if you just even have a really nice job, before you know you are filled with debts. So life is debt. And then the people are so afraid. That's what's called high blood pressure. People are working and people are buying 30s and now in debt and now no job. Somebody will just fall down and die. And that is why there has to be a change. What are we working for?
What elect is working for?
Exactly. That is why we are working to bring a change on that. Because there is no people, there is no country without people. Turn around, that is now the country, and the people should hide. How is that possible? A country without people, there is no country, no roads. Besides this collapse, why are we? Like in Holland, they are always busy on the road. Everywhere they open and break. But for who? The people are perishing. Stand up and say, you know what, it's okay, the roads are beautiful.
It's amazing. We have one of the best infrastructures in the world.
Let's build more jobs for the people. Let there be jobs. So that we can be able to pay the bills. And those people that has the houses and they should cut it down a little bit. It's too expensive. The social houses. How is it social houses?
When it's more than the money you pay.
Exactly. They give you 800 euros social, and they want you to pay 800 just for your house. What about the rest? You still have to feed. It doesn't make sense. We need to shout out about it. It's not about
we need enough is enough. This is the logo. Enough is enough. Enough. This is the time we say the people stand up and say enough is enough. Do you want to have anything?
Stand up for people. And the second one is also that when you are a student, you know, before you even start life, you are already debt. You have very high debt.
Yes.
I mean, what do we give our youth, our generation? It's a culture of debt, and it's too much. There's not a way to live.
A society cannot function in this. How long and how far can we go? And coming on to so you speak broadly about those wrong accused and because the victims, like the people that have been accused injustice. How common is in this in your view, and how does elect support the people that are falsely accused? Elect party.
Yes, elect exists to expose those silent injustice and advocate against it actually. For people to identify it clearly. Yes. Because until we see it clearly, call it the way it is, we can't change them. And justice that leaves anyone invisible is not injustice. So we are now advocating, that's why we exist, to say, you know what, these things don't exist. How are we going to figure it out? What are we going to do? People are accused wrongly, injustice is being done, and that is why we are calling out that people should please vote for us so that
vote for a lot. Your vote is important.
To expose it. If you say your voice is not important, so then you are just shutting down and not you have the opportunity to help when you vote. Voting is letting your voice heard. And then we can expose this, because if we don't identify, if we don't make it clear, they can't be helped. We can't sort it out. So that is why we are here to expose it. Yes.
Thank you so much. Esther, please, what would you like to add?
Like she just said, we make it visible by letting our voice be heard. And let's support the falsely accused, those who have been done injustice. The way that we help is let the voice of the people be heard.
Thank you so much. So, why is it important to name this injustice openly? I start with you.
Yes, because we believe that naming reveals responsibility. So we see that injustice. So when we call it the way it is, it will make then there will be something done. So injustice doesn't just happen, it is built and maintained. Like we see in our society, it's being maintained, people feed it, and injustice is, we are calling it out as it is. So that there will be accountability and accountability.
Please, you go, Esther, what do you have to add to this?
Well, it challenges the powerful to answer, and it prevents them from hiding behind complexity of denial. So, you know, we are forcing those in authority, the systems, the structures to take accountability for what is being done behind the scenes. Yes, the voices, you know, it needs to be heard, it needs to be exposed. Yes.
And for those of you listening online, if you want to contribute, you can let us know why is it important to name the injustice openly. So you can drop your comments and we will read it out. So thank you. And how does political system today silence certain community or perpetuate the cycle of poverty and abuse?
Well, in equal funding, in equal funding, and public services. High society gets funding, and they have.
So what she mentioned is inequality funding and public services. Please go on.
Yes. schools in poor neighborhoods get few resources, for example.
Wow.
And we, when they hire mighty, they get funding, they get resources, they get everything that they need. So I think that if these things are equally, or not even equal, let's say 40% of that attention is
given to the lesser community, the
opportunity,
like the other.
Exactly.
Yeah, the gap keep
growing, and it's terrible. It's like 200 to 10.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. When you go to the poor community, you see poverty, people killing each other, young ones.
It's crazy. They need a purpose. The gangs. Because they join the wrong group.
And we can blame it on that community, but I think when there's opportunity for them and there's something they can say, they can't get so angry. I think there is something that enforces them and empower them to get so angry at the rich because they don't have that opportunity.
And they see them flashing the wealth. They see them flashing the wealth, but then they don't get it's human.
It is really improper. They can really at least share, give attention, more attention to the poor community. Yes.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Esther, please, what would you like to add to
this? Yes, because they are also like in the poor community. It's like a cycle. It's like a cycle, and it's they don't really go into the root of things. Yes, they don't really go into the root of things by rooting out what causes this and not keeping it in. They keep it in keep it working. It's like a cycle. It's like it's going around and around, but rotation.
And isolated. These poor people, they are actually isolated. It's without funding.
They go into themselves. You go inside because you don't have anywhere to go. You go to inside. I see somebody here. I don't know your name. You're inside. You had your school. When out here in your school, it could be brief cuisine. So please you can explain, because this is what we're saying. Like it's about the lack of funding in the Netherlands. I know in the Netherlands we part over the Netherlands, and this is a new party for iedereen, and it's for the oppressed. That's why it's called. Kan je geven waarom ben je niet waarom had je in your school? Thank you for. So please we can move on. So you can contribute to anybody that wants. I can read it if you have question for Apples to you, and if you have question for Esther, please you can drop your question in, and then we will be taking it. So please feel free to drop your question if you have any question or you want to contribute. You're welcome to join us. So what role does accountability? You already say like accountability. We touched it before, but now I think we should go into details with that. What role does accountability play in dismantling the system of the oppression?
What's role?
Yes, accountability. Well, if people have to answer certain things, they have to also show, like, is there the policy that they are working through? Is it working? Is it working for the community? Yes. If the people, their voices will be heard, then the accountability that these systems have to give, then they can, they can look at it like, okay, is it working for us? Is it working for the people? And if it's not working for the people, if the people let their voices be heard, like it's not working for us, so I don't know what is going on here, but there needs to be a change. Yes, so then people,
I can go from Jerry to say accountability. So those people that are already voted for, that are on high places already, are they really doing what they say they are going to do?
The promises the politicians made.
There should be rules for that. When you go in there, there should be rules for justice actually for that. When you go in and you say you're going to do this and that, and you don't do it, you should be brought to justice. And this is what I think is accountability.
Checks and balance.
Exactly.
Checks and balance.
You said you're going to do this 5 years ago, and what you're doing is exactly different. And people vote you in, so give us the accountability.
What have you done? All your political promises.
Check. Yes, you did this. Check, you did that. And if you're not doing that, there should be a system that will bring bring that person to justice. I think there is no accountability. They go in there and all the promises about to change. And people say it's a spirit. Well, the spirit can use you when you allow the spirit to use you. The spirit doesn't force you. You have to accept it. You have to accept the spirit to be precise. You have to allow it in. You have to have an open door. What you said you're going to build new roads, you said you're going to, and that is what happened in the third world country. There is no accountability. The leaders, kleptomania. No accountability. I like the way they said it. Because like a lot of us, like coming from because the West is used to like I do law, right? There's the thing with no corruption. There's even law against corruption. And the people see us, I'm like, if we have to go back, and now that I work in legal, I work with politics, I see if you go into the deep, the corruption starts from the West. It's all pen and paper. It's a pen and silent. You see, all pen and paper is very silent. You have to investigate very, very deep for you to figure it out. It's not loud. It's very silent. But corruption, and they are very educated. They are very smart people. They can hide they can use that corruption. They can turn it around and manipulate the system and cover it up. They don't shout it out. It's very silent. Unlike Africa, they don't know how to cover it up with papers. They just open it. They're not smart enough. But this one is a system. It's not personal. So this one, they work together in unity. They can work with this and this and this. The one in Africa, they want to do it on their own. But this one, you cannot. It's a team. Because the work is a team. It's a cabal. It's a cabal. When you go to this, say the same thing. It's a pyramid that goes from up to the tail. So it's a team. The corruption will land from them. That's what I'm saying. Because for example, I look in the Netherlands. So we just have a listen. For those of you joining, we're still talking about the Netherlands. We'll be talking about the Netherlands politics. This is a new party coming in the Netherlands. The name of the party is called Elect is fighting for the injustice. It's fighting for equality, and it's more about the accountability from our politicians. We need accountability. It's a party that's going to seek out for accountability. So, when we're talking about this corruption as well. So, like I was saying, there's a new the coalition just break in the Netherlands. So there's no more government that we have it, and this coalition have a lot of issues that has been there. Based on what is happening now, the dismantling of this, what would you do different? Coming from now, you are going in, there's an issue that happened that needs to be rectified. What would you have to with your new party in the political sphere? How would your party change all the status quo? You get what I mean? Yes, I understand what you mean. But you see, these people, it's a programming. They have programmed it in a certain way. We are going there to dismantle. Yes, it's a comeback, actually. You see, what we want, we have to also put it on the table and really roll with it. So we are going in there to bring our own, let me say, coalition and coalitions. You have to find a team to work together. You have to work together. We're going to work with a team that also fight with us, because they have the same. To make it right. Their voices is smaller. So we are just coming up again, not to really scatter everything, but to change slowly. With the ones that is standing with our own vision, change things to the positive way. Because the thing that is going wrong here is that the negative influence are much more. The voice, the negative influence, the reading ones, the social that oppress the people are much more. Power. So we are joining with the ones, and then together our voice will be louder, and we are. And as the people vote for us and help with fight with us, together we can shut this thing down and bring a change. So let's talk about it, because like you said, the people in power, especially in the Netherlands, you have the VVD, you have the PVV, and for me, I always say the party that I was already thinking of when if I have to, because for me what they represent is I am bank, because the guy is this young man is fantastic. I mean, every time we speak, for me it resonates with the oppressed you're saying, there's somebody actually is looking out.
in terms of the challenges ahead, how do you see it? Like, what are the challenges as this elect party? What are the challenges that you think you face or is ahead, and how? What is the plan? Do you have a plan on overcoming these challenges?
Not giving up consistency, stand firm, and don't be stand on our, don't be distracted. And
political, when the politics is coming, the election is like a battlefield.
It is a battlefield.
So I want to
it's a battlefield. Yeah. We're just we are not stopping.
Yeah.
We are just going to stand for what we believe. Also according to the word of God, because like we said, God is for people.
God is for people. God is for the people.
We are for the people.
Yes.
It's not about the money, it's not about the power, it's the people. So we are going to stand on our feet.
With the people.
Mission.
With the people. You are with the people. That's the strength.
That's the strength.
That's the strength.
And we need people to support us. And we are not going to back down or change. Really. Because before we even started any of this political thing, we have been using our own platform for money to help people, to feed people, to clothe people from one city to the other without the support of the government.
Wow,
so
that's amazing.
It's something of the heart.
It's a calling.
It's exactly.
It's a calling.
We love people. It's not about we want to get from the people, no, we want to give to the people. That is actually what elect is.
Please, Esther?
Yes, it's we are going to stand our ground. That's very important. With the mission and the vision that was given to the apostle, also what God has given her, we are keeping our focus on that, and we are not backing down from it, because we know that this is the agenda of God, and that He wants to see it fulfilled.
It has to. It's a calling. It's a calling. You can't stop. You only see the calling, and you cannot stop until you accept and you fulfill that calling. And talking of which, because you wanted to share a message, you said you have like this, you have organization that actually give like a charity, like you give food and it's not, I don't want to say like the food so bad, but you have organizations that do give back, and it's something that is coming soon, that you guys are organizing an event on giving back. Can you elaborate and give more information? And you can be done in mainland and ook, we have zoveel, ik heb in Dormsons. Ik heb wel vergeten dat je kan ook in Nederland aannemen. Kan je alsjeblieft aannemen dat we praten zo vaak in Nederland praten over? Want de meeste mensen hier in de Nederland, niet iedereen verstaat Engels. Ik heb voor de volgende keer we moeten dit doen in Engels en ook in de Nederland. We zijn hier voor een lidparty en de verkiezing is ook bijna en iedereen moet weten zeker wat het is zo vaak. Zo alsjeblieft kan je in Nederland wat we hebben zo vaak in jouw zeg je dat shots, not some details you would like to give, then we'll not be the venue for the...
We zijn elect, we staan voor onrecht, we staan voor machtsmisbruik, we staan tegen machtmisbruik, we staan tegen onrecht, we staan voor rechtvaardigheid en we staan tegen menshandel. Dus die zijn die dingen die we, en ook tegen pedofiel. Dus die zijn die dingen die we staan voor. En 29 oktober komt die verkiezing en we zijn hier om te praten en jullie echt te vragen of jullie willen echt voor ons stemmen. En over de gratis eten, 29 of 26 oktober, kunnen jullie gewoon in Amsterdam Zuidoost komen. En daar kunnen jullie gewoon producten gratis pakken. Voedsel. Verse voedsel, niet overdatum, maar nog goed. Daar kan je gewoon komen om te ontvangen. En net als u zei, elect is hier om te geven aan de mensen. We zijn niet om te pakken, maar om te geven. Dus dat zal ik aan jullie doorgeven en ik laat mijn collega ook verder vertellen.
Dat detail, elect, wat jullie zijn, injustice, wat is injustice, wat is abuse, kun je over elke punt verbreden.
Dankjewel. Wij zijn elect, een nieuwe politieke partij en we gaan meedoen met de Tweede Kamerverkiezingen 29 oktober. En we willen de mensen, we willen onszelf kenbaar maken naar het publiek toe, naar de mensen toe, naar het volk toe. En elect is tegen onrecht. We zien dat er heel veel onrecht gebeurt. Elect is een politieke partij, maar het is ook ontstaan vanuit een stichting waarin we veel onrecht hebben gezien. We gaan het hele land door en we geven ook voedsel aan mensen die dat nodig hebben. Er is inderdaad ook armoede in Nederland. En dat hebben we gezien. Er is heel veel onrecht. Er is heel veel, en die onrecht die ontstaat ook uit machtsmisbruik, waardoor een armoede ontstaat in Nederland. We zijn tegen uitbuiting van mensen. We zien dat mensen nu deze tijd gebruikt worden als handelswaar eigenlijk. En niet als echte mensen. En wij staan echt voor menswaardigheid en rechtvaardigheid. En dat willen we terugbrengen in Nederland, in de politiek. En het begint van de top. En daarom willen we mensen ook echt vragen om onderzoek te doen, ook naar onze politieke partij te staan en op ons te stemmen. En inderdaad, 26 oktober zijn we in Amsterdam Zuidoost en gaan we voedsel uitdelen, wat we al jarenlang doen. De mensen kunnen komen, ze kunnen meer te weten komen over elect. En ze meer informatie en advies krijgen natuurlijk. En we delen gratis voedselproducten uit, wat mensen ook kunnen krijgen. Dus wij zijn elect, we zijn uw partij, we zijn uw stem en we zijn uw toekomst.
Ja, uw toekomst. Ik ga van de laatste zinnen is uw toekomst. Ik heb een vraag, omdat jullie, this elect, this is een partij dat gebeurt bij een sterk wagen, sterk, en dat zijn moeders, je weet, het is zegt, als je hebt de moeder is de leider, het is allemaal gaat goed, denk ik. Maar ik weet niet dat ik een vrouw dat je het zegt, maar je weet dat any society waar je hebt de vrouw zijn als de leider, het is altijd, het is mooi, het is cool. En je bent apostel, kun je dat ook vertellen, en we hebben dit verteld in Engels vroeger, over de spirituality en ook die politiek, hoe dit komt voor elect, samen voor elect ook, en voor de mensen daarom, like the calling, like, alsjeblieft, kun jij...
En het is een mens, het is mens boven macht. En het is een roeping, het is niet iets wat je gewoon wakker weet en ging doen, maar dit is gewoon een roeping dat God heeft aan ons gegeven, dat we mensen moeten helpen. We hebben zoveel onrechtvaardigheid meegemaakt, mensen gezien bij onze programma toen we waren bezig met abuse, dat was de naam van het programma. Omdat ik ben een apostel nog steeds en in de kerk komen heel veel mensen die is gepoeld, die is onder druk en noem maar op. En via daar begonnen wij elect eigenlijk. En tot nu toe hebben wij nog steeds deze mensen. Ze bellen ons en alles, maar zoals het is, je weet het als je Nederlander bent. Als sommige dingen kan je niet zomaar veranderen vanaf de onderkant. Je moet naar boven. Dus zijn regels die ontstaan met mensen die problemen hebben en al die dingen is al gemaakt. Dus om dingen te veranderen, hebben wij besloten om boven te komen, om als een politieke partij, als een stem voor u te worden, zodat we kunnen gewoon samen dingen veranderen.
Samen komen, samen. De mensen over de overheid, hè? Mensen over de overheid. Overheid is mensen boven macht. Mensen boven macht. Dat is de mantra. Mensen boven macht. Dat is wat elect. Mens boven macht. Mens boven macht. Dat is what elect stand for. So, en ik heb wel een telefoon, denk ik. Ik denk dat mensen... That is what we stand for. And So, before we go, we moet allemaal doen. Ik denk het beter. We hebben zoveel Engels gepraat. En voor de mensen dat meer informatie krijgen van jullie over jullie party of hoe jullie werken en allemaal, kan je dat geven nu? Like, wat de mensen wel, dat gaan jullie vinden? En dit is de tijd voor het.
Mensen kunnen ons vinden via www.elect.eu. Daar kan je heel veel informatie vinden natuurlijk over ons beleid en waar we voor staan en waar we tegen zijn. We hebben ook social media, elect.eu. Daar kan je ook een aantal teksten van ons vinden waarin wij voor staan. En binnenkort gaan we ook natuurlijk campagne voeren, dus er komt er veel meer van ons naar buiten. Maar voor nu is het via social media kan je ons vinden als je
soms, kijk, sommige mensen is niet, het is internet intellect. We hebben de salto waar de mensen is old school. Heb je ook iets voor mobiel of bijvoorbeeld waar mensen kan bellen en je kan praten met de mensen van jullie party. Because niet iedereen is social media savvy. Some is old school. Some luisteren nu en wil direct contact met jullie. Hoe kan dat doen?
Ja, mensen luisteren. Gov@elect.nl. Gov, dat is elect.eu. En telefoonnummer is 06 1338 4338. Daar kunnen ze ons bereiken. En vragen stellen en praten.
En dan we hebben ook in de Netherlands, je weet dat in de EU, niet alleen de mensen in de Netherlands kunnen stemmen. Als je bent EU citizen en je hebt gewoond in de Netherlands in je staat voor, denk ik, misschien 10 jaar of zo, je kan ook stemmen. So voor de mensen, dat is niet Nederland, maar die hebben andere documenten. So we can do, so let's speak that in English. So for all the people that have a right to vote and to make a change in the Netherlands, so please speak to them.
Please, every one of you that have the opportunity to vote for elect in the Netherlands and you are from other countries, maybe Poland and other
EU, you have the opportunity to vote, please
vote. Because actually I have traveled to EU countries, I have traveled to different countries to combat against this oppression and
injustice, human trafficking.
We have combated. You see, human trafficking is not just
a global pandemic.
It's a global pandemic, and it has to do with exploitation. You might think that you are not trafficked, but you can be exploited through your job and any other ways. You can be exploited. So that's why, please vote for us, because also after this trade karma that we are doing, we are also our mission is
the EU.
After the first karma,
then you go to the EU. Because that's where the power is actually. That is where the change can be made. In EU.
So please vote for us. Vote for us. Help us make a change. We need your vote. Your voice is more powerful than Please use your power, which is your voice. Go out there
and your vote. The vote counts.
Exactly.
And like you said, I can tell you, for example, if so I'm coming like if they, because most people when they vote, when the time comes when the people that they vote for, they don't have a place to go. Like in America, you have it like you can go to your elected office and say, hey, this is not what I vote for. Does elect have a platform for after the election where the people that support you can come and voice their opinion or frustration? Do you have a program for this?
Yes.
Because it's always good that they feel like, okay, this is different, this is at least this person, we can always go, and then, like accountability, as you mentioned.
Exactly. No, we do, because we are first an organization. So we are with the people, we show them love, we help them, we know where they can find us actually.
That's good.
And we have been very we have been helping people without asking for anything.
It's just a giving.
It's accountability, and we are there. They can find us. Yes, because we have already been helping people.
We have the system before though. This is not just now, this is a continuous going forward. Moving forward, doing it in the bigger stage. The bigger stage. In the helping in the bigger stage. Please go. Esther, please.
Yes, people, yes, they know where to find us. Like we gave our information just now. People can mail us, people can call us.
But please give it in English so we will be connect in we moved out that switch. So we gave this, can you give also the information, the contact as well in English, because we did it in Dutch before.
Yes. Yes, you can look at our policies and what we stand for at www.elect.eu, and elect is with 2 L's. Yes, and people can mail us at gov.elect.eu, and people can also call at 06-133-84338.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So at the time fast, you see what we're saying? Like, I know that the time fast. This is not the first, this is not the last you're going to be here. She's going to come again. So maybe next time we're going to do where you can call in. But today is just we need to introduce you to what elect is and what we are all about and what we're saying. It's about the changes. So, and before we go, do we have any last word that you guys would like to chip in? Just, like if they don't remember so much, what should be in their mind? Like if they remember like this whole session, what should be the takeaway from the people about this session?
Men's Mart. We, the people, is for us the most important, not any other things. And elect exists to expose those structures, to elevate silent voices, and to build a new kind of policy, one that begins with justice and not power.
Thank you. That's and you, Esther?
Yes, I would like to say that people, you are not powerless, but you have the power, and the power is through your voice. So vote for elect, so your voice may be heard.
Thank you. And on that note, I have something like I need to still remember. I need to keep to the main points. As I said, this is about change. I mean, you've been crying. We've all been crying. You can't make a change if you don't change yourself. Change comes from when you have to change your attitude yourself. So if you've been like one of many people like that, they say, oh, we cannot complain if we don't do the job. So this is the moment, like this is our time to come out in masses. The last time we didn't come, we end up with the wrong government. Look at the byproduct of not voting. Look at how we end up. We end up in the mess, the worst of the. This is not the party was not even representation of the Netherlands, because that's not the Netherlands. We end up on the wrong side and the wrong image and wrong impression of what the Netherlands means. So this is the time to come and vote and show people what Netherlands means to you. Vote the right vote with your conscience, and if you are complaining about injustice, you see the war everywhere, and you want to make a change, your change starts with 1 vote, 2 votes, but you might think it's not, maybe your vote is the deciding factor of the winner and the wrong person coming in. So like I said, elect is about dignity, justice, leadership with integrity. So that's what I'm going to leave you with today. But on that note, I'm still here. If you're still here, it's not the time. The national news comes by 8. And before we go, we'll still be playing you with music. I'll say thank you so much. It's been amazing. And I love you guys. I miss you all too. And you're going to be seeing me again. It's like, this is the time to be back in the studio again. I'll be coming. So don't change the dials. We go chit chat with me. And please follow them. We have the social media where they can reach you. What's the social media handle?
Apostle Joanne.
Apostle Joanne. Just go on all the social media. Apostle Joanne. And you? And you're right here on Mart Radio. You know how it goes. Mart Radio, this is the home of multicultural Amsterdam radio and television. My name is still one chit chat with me, and you know how we do. I have Mr. Johnson here, Ninja TV. Please follow them on the social media handle Ninja TV, Ninja Media, Ninja Radio. This is how we do it. And if you want to participate or have something to communicate in terms of Apostle Joanne, you can drop it also with the studio, even if we're here. Not here, they will always drop drop your messages. And if you have something for us right here on Chit Chat with Omi, let us know. Go to all the social media. You can go to YouTube. You can see this program if you've missed and you think you want to follow up. Please go on the social media handle YouTube of Mart Radio. You can watch everything we've done today. So thank you, and I'll see you next week or next time. Thank you. Bye.